Hi, this is Scary Star Being with Scary's Wide World of Mystery. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do any readings today because we had a tornado here last night. It knocked out the power for a good 5-6 hours. And we're fine. Our house is fine. Some of the trees were damaged. The reason why I know it was a tornado because I actually heard it go by the house and I was terrified and I didn't know what to do, so I hid underneath my blanket, and my neighbor, who is an Aquarius, that means he's a knower. He said it was a tornado, so we didn't get a warning. There was no warning for this, guys. So you can't always rely on the warning systems, apparently. But I did predict that we would have a tornado this year, earlier. And I also predicted the floods that happened just a couple months ago. I'm really good at predicting natural disasters, so if I make a prediction like that, you should probably listen. Anyway, I'm shuffling right now. I'm doing the last 4 signs. I've been having issues with the videos cutting off, so I'm going to do 3 signs in one video, and then I'll do the last one in a separate video, okay? So today I'm going to be doing not Sagittarius first, but Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius, okay? Alright, what does Scorpio need to know for this Lionsgate portal, which is happening starting today? The star Sirius has risen with the sun. Jupiter is going to be going direct on the 11th, I believe, which is the last day of the portal per se, and I think either Uranus is going to be stationing retrograde in between, or I'm not quite sure exactly what's happening there, but I believe it has to do with Uranus, okay? So yeah, expect the unexpected, guys. Yeah, I called Westar, which is the power company, wondering when the power was going to get turned back on, and wondering, if the outage was reported or not. And they said there was power lines down and that 2,000 people were without, or 2,000 homes, were without power. But we have power now. What does Scorpio need to know for this? Ooh, 333, guys. Okay, I'm feeling it. It's coming in hot, Scorpio. Okay. Okay, 2 major arcana in your spread there. Okay. We have the Hermit, okay? Card of Virgo. In fact, you can see the glyph of Virgo right there. And I have no idea what that little symbol means. I'm sorry about that, but let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, look at this foreboding person right there. This person is a person that's highly spiritual. They're also a hermit, so that means that they keep to themselves a lot, okay? And that's because they're never really alone, even though they seem like a loner. They're never really alone. They have a lot of friends on the other side, or in other dimensions that are around them at all times. And that's who they keep company with. They keep company with themselves and with their spirit guides and their ancestors and, you know, all of the friends that they've made along their spiritual path. And this could either be you or somebody that you know, Scorpio. We have Page of Wands, so there could be some passionate messages coming towards you, okay? Or you may even have a passionate message for somebody. It looks like, it almost feels like what I'm getting from this card is that you guys are going to be getting messages from the other realms, okay? You guys are going to start receiving messages from your angels, your guides, other dimensional beings, okay? Interdimensional beings. It feels like you guys are just, whoever I'm connecting with, this is going to just start happening to you. And what usually is a precursor to this happening is a spiritual awakening, okay? And fire it denotes a spiritual awakening to me, okay? So your reality might get turned upside down a little bit, okay? That's to be expected. But don't worry, you're not going crazy. In my opinion, anybody who thinks they know that, or anyone who thinks that their version of reality is the correct version of reality, is having delusions of grandeur. Because even science has said that we all create our own reality inside of our own minds, okay? And if you want to look at it from a scientific standpoint, what gets sparked within you or within your mind, your brain, is that DMT producer, okay? Our brains produce DMT. It's a hallucinogenic, okay? But aren't we already hallucinating? I mean, what is reality, Scorpio? That's what you're probably going to be asking yourself a lot, okay? So, I would suggest that if you do have somebody like this in your life and you're going through a spiritual awakening and it has you discombobulated, that you consult this wise person, this person who knows the ropes, okay? Because that's the life they live. Because it can be terrifying at first to get contacted by beings that you can't see right away, okay? This is the Ace of Swords. Let me see if I can... This is like a divine download from the universe, okay? The Ace of Swords, I always call it my sword of truth. My sword of truth card. Sorry, there's thunder rolling in and I'm a little bit shaky. Last night I was literally hiding underneath my blanket, like praying to God. So I was scared. I was like, stuff was hitting my window and I was like, oh my gosh, is something gonna break my window? And just the winds, the way that they sounded and the way that they roared past my house, I was just, I'm still a little shooken. I'm shook, okay? I'm shook. Anyway, so what happens after you have a spiritual awakening, you get an energetic download from the universe so that you can upgrade your psychic abilities, okay? You become more sensitized to everything around you. And You may experience ringing in the ears. You might even start having some panic attacks. All right. I remember my first massive. I had panic disorder growing up. I had a lot of panic attacks, but at the time they thought I was having epileptic seizures, but I wasn't. It can feel like you're dying, which really sucks. I remember when I went through my massive spiritual awakening and I had my first panic attack, I literally thought I was dying of a heart attack. Like, it was that bad. We called the ambulance, and they checked my vitals, and they said that her vitals are just fine. This is all in her head. Okay? So, yeah. And that doesn't really bring a lot of comfort. Trust me. I didn't really like hearing that it was all in my head, but you know, because it made me feel like they thought I was crazy. And honestly, a lot of emergency personnel aren't really trained in dealing with that sort of medical emergency, because they don't really see it as a medical emergency, and what they often automatically assume is that you're in immediate threat of danger, like physically, like maybe you're being abused or something, okay, which, you know, can be really triggering. And I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I think this is significant. This has to be significant to somebody out there. Okay. So I have to go with it. So I'm going to follow it through. Okay. So I'll finish my story. What happened to me was really weird. When the ambulance picked me up, it looked like the lady that was there, she looked like Maggie from The Walking Dead. And the other guy looked like another character from The Walking Dead who I can't quite remember at the moment. And then when I got to the emergency room, all of the personnel there looked like people that I went to high school with. It was a really strange and surreal experience for me. So you might experience weird things like that, and it's completely normal, actually. In fact, try not to be afraid, because when we live in the resistance of fear, that's when we really lose it, right? So try not to resist. Just try to experience what you're experiencing. Just kind of allow the experience, because that's the best way to get through it. When you have a break in your reality and you realize that your reality that you thought was your reality is not your reality anymore. Life is like the movie Inception. We live within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. Okay? So basically, every time you have a spiritual awakening, you're waking up out of a dream into another level of dream. Because we're all stars. We're all stars projecting our consciousness into these human forms on this planet. Okay, moving on. The final card is the Emperor. It's a card of Aries, and I don't know what that symbol means. I should probably try to Google these symbols, guys. I'm so sorry. But Aries is ruled by Mars, and Scorpio, you are co-ruled by Mars. Aries is like your brother sign. So, yeah. Honestly, what I really see, look, this is Jesus Christ. So you guys are coming into Christ consciousness. Okay, that's the first level. That's when you start realizing that you are one with Christ, and Christ literally enters your heart. Okay, the second coming is already here. Okay, the awakenings are the what is it called? The resurrections. Okay, the resurrections that are occurring are the awakenings. There's mass awakenings. All right, I don't remember how many resurrections there are supposed to be, but this period is going to be one of the mass resurrections, okay? And that's resurrection of consciousness, because people have forgotten who they are. We are all divine beings, okay? We don't treat ourselves that way, and we're not treating each other that way either. But yeah, you're gonna probably feel very emotionally sensitive and raw, and you're gonna have a lot greater compassion for others after everything is said and done. Okay. Wow. That was quite an intense reading there, Scorpio. I just saw 555. I'm gonna start shuffling for Sagittarius. Alright, what does Sagittarius need to know for this Lionsgate portal? Let me turn down the music a little bit. I feel like I'm being a little overpowered by it. Okay. Whew. Alright. Please tell me what Sagittarius needs to know for this Lionsgate portal. Okay. Coming in hot. Ooh, interesting. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. We have 9 of Cups. And the first thing I noticed about this card was the baby. The little angelic baby inside of the cups. Okay. This glyph is Pisces. This glyph is Jupiter. Pisces is your sister sign, which is Pisces is co-ruled by Jupiter, and you guys, your ruler is Jupiter. So what I'm getting is that this is going to be a rebirth for you. But first you're going to need to go through, you may have gone through a dark night of the soul or an ego death experience. Death is merely transformation, right? So maybe some part of you that wasn't really healthy, a part of your ego that wasn't really healthy, and that hangs on to things that aren't really helping you in your life, may have died and transformed. So yeah, I'm sorry my hands are shaky, guys. I can't really help. I've been shaking all morning. So yeah, so if you've been reborn of water, okay, so this is basically a spiritual baptism. You're going to need to take good care of yourself. That basically means that your emotional body has been renewed. And you might be emotional, like really emotional. And that's completely natural and normal. So take it easy on yourself, okay? Try to mind your self-talk. Make sure that you are saying positive things to yourself, about yourself. And also watch your talk when it comes to others, because it can be reflective of how you're really feeling about yourself. Yeah, just give yourself a huge dose of self-love and kindness, because that's the only thing that's going to help grow you after this rebirth, okay? If you want to regrow strong and not have to go through another dark night of the soul, you need to nurture yourself with love. Okay. Seven of Swords. I love this Seven of Swords card, guys. This Seven of Swords card is beautiful. This has always been my favorite in this deck. Well, I haven't seen the whole deck, apparently, but this is my favorite one. It's time to get centered within yourself, Sagittarius, because you've been given this divine orb of light, this cosmic egg, per se. And it's your responsibility to keep it safe and to integrate it into your understanding, okay? These are all of the thoughts in all the different directions, okay? These are all of the possible paths that you could take. All right? Make sure that you are taking the one that is most beneficial to you, okay? Because here's the glyph for Aquarius and there's the moon. So it's, like I said before, your emotional body is being renewed, because the moon is all about emotion, okay? And our thoughts, Aquarius, which, to me is a lot about thoughts and thought streams, because they're like the jet stream in the upper atmosphere, because it's a fixed jet stream. They're like the thought streams in our mind. And sometimes we think that we think all of our thoughts, but that's simply not true. We're being interfered with and influenced by forces around us all the time, including EMFs, okay? Like cell phone towers could be influencing our thoughts. People that live near them tend to be a little bit more keyed up, anxious, and paranoid, okay? So maybe you guys might need to get like some black tourmaline or some orgone pyramids to help deflect some of that energy away from your body, and try to just allow any thought streams that might be coming to you to pass through without judgment. All right? Because if you grasp onto a negative thought stream, you're gonna spiral down, okay? And you might be way too vulnerable for that right now. And it's all about self-care at this point, okay? It's all about monitoring our thoughts without judgment. So when a negative thought comes into our mind, instead of grasping onto it and following that and spiraling down, okay, energetically, what you can do is you can challenge it, or you can replace it with another thought. So if you think, I'm not good enough, replace it with, I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm doing well, okay? King of Pentacles. Okay, this is an earth sign character. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So what I'm really getting from this is that often when our emotional body gets reborn, it's because we had a lot of self-doubt, okay? And that can really affect our ability to create abundance in our lives. And it can make us hesitant to reach out or network with people. So it seems like the reason that this rebirth had to happen was so that you can come into a position of groundedness and stability within yourself, so that you can create bigger, better abundance in your life, because we have the Eight of Pentacles next, guys, which is a card of collaboration and hard work and effort and growing our net worth, increasing the stability in our life in every shape and facet, whether that be emotional, mental, all of the above, because you can't have this stability if one of those things is out of whack. And I'm seeing the glyph for Virgo, and I'm also seeing the sun. So it's a possibility that you're going to be in a position to really expand your network and your abundance and growth by the time Virgo season rolls around, all right, which is August 23rd. All right, now I'm going to shuffle for Capricorn. Let me just... Okay. All right, what does Capricorn need to know for this Lion's Gate portal? What does Capricorn need to know for this Lion's Gate portal? Okay. I'm feeling a sort of tightening in my chest, Capricorn. So some of you might be holding on to some tension or anxiety. So that means you need to get more grounded and centered within yourself. Go out and touch the earth. Grab and hold on to some rocks. Eat some root vegetables. There's a lot of ways to get grounded, okay? But you can tell when you're ungrounded because you feel anxious and you forget to trust that you're here for a reason and that you are being sponsored by the universe, like quite literally. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck because I've shuffled for quite a while and I'm not feeling it. Okay. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, I'm going to continue to shuffle. I might just have to do your reading with Aquarius's, because I have a feeling this is going to cut off soon. But who knows? Okay, I'm feeling it. Okay. Am I holding my deck upside down? Yep. Okay, sorry guys. These are not reversed. I'm just retarded. Let me just fix this for you. Okay. We have 10 of Swords. Okay, so an abrupt, painful ending to something in your life. Okay, this could be the painful conclusion of being trapped in our own anxiety. All right. There's the glyph for Gemini. There's the sun. Okay. Maybe this is something that came to an ending in Gemini season. Okay, so a couple months back in late May and early June. So maybe not a couple months, but a little ways back, okay? But something came to an ending for you guys, and it was an ending that was completely necessary. because here we have the moon, all right? It says Pisces right there, and I don't know what that symbol means, but the moon is like a card that to me symbolizes our intuition and our emotions. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, or could have had an ending with a Pisces. But yeah, I'm also getting something because this woman is pregnant. Okay? She's pregnant. So maybe this ending had to happen because of a need to incubate. All right? This could be on the part of you or another, okay? And the signs don't really matter. I just like to call out the signs just in case it's relevant. It may or may not be relevant to you. Please keep in mind these are general readings. But we have the Knight of Wands. So going towards something with fury, with the passion of fury. Okay, so maybe after that ending with this Pisces, it probably made you really angry, okay? And this guy could either be charging towards this, because I want to say this is a Pisces too, because it's the King of Cups. Yeah, you might be wanting to come back and have some words with this person, okay? But just know that this person is not going to vibrationally align with you if you're in this energy right here, okay? Because look at this person. This person is peaceful and relaxed and calm. They live in the peace of God, okay? So, you might want to change your tune there a little bit. All right. That was great. I'm going to stop this and do my reading for Aquarius separately. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.